Hey Collective, let's get some messages for the 13th. This is April 2022. And this is worldwide collective energy. What's the situation today? Please God, clear, concise messages. Thank you, amen. 1, 3. Alright, what's the situation today? What's the current situation? All right, so we have the Death card as overall, or rather the situation for the day. This is pretty intense energy, right? Death is a pretty groundbreaking role in the experience of life, right? No matter what it is, no matter, this could be a physical, obviously, but generally not. This is not going to speak to this, unless this applies to actually someone's situation out there, but generally this is an energy, right? This is just saying that there is a closure, a complete ending, an ending, a putting away, and then a transmutation or a transformation, because this is ultimately rebirth, okay? Energy doesn't die. Only things, only the 3D, right? The 5 senses, what we're told exists. And the Death card indicates, as opposed to the Tower card, that this has been a long time coming. So this could be hard won. This could be something you've been working on for a long time, a total transformation here, a complete new life for yourself. I'm not saying it's going to be painless or easy or anything like that, but it's significant and it's lasting. This is a Scorpio ruled card, and Scorpio is a fixed sign. All right, let's see what your thoughts are about this situation. Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles coming out in your thoughts about this. So this could be about a job. It could be about a balancing of a job, 2 worlds here. But essentially hard work. This is comfort, stability. This is mature energy, right? We have the Queen. So you could be dealing with an older earth sign female. But a total transformation. And I wanted to mention as well that there could be an overhaul of something here as well. So with the Death card comes, the ending of something, and whether it's grand or small in your world, or the situation in terms of collective energy, this could be, with the situation being a major arcana, it just struck me that this could be institutional. So this could be the end of a kingship. There could be some royal situation here. And then with the church or the cleric. I think that's what it's called. You know, the church as an institution and their popes and so forth. They could be facing something here. I wanted to throw that out there as well. But certainly thoughts about it is between two worlds. This is often considered having to balance the practical with the emotional world here. With the Two of Pentacles, there is an infinity symbol featured because of this been here, done that feeling before. So in your social status, marital status, again, your actual career, and it could just be money flow. It could just be that there's an end to this trying to juggle something here. Or investments. You could be on the balance of the two. I wouldn't put everything in one basket. Or you could be thinking, I'm not going to put everything in one basket here, or have to make a firm decision. Or it will be made, it looks like, for the situation. What are your feelings about the situation? You or the other person. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups showing up in the progressive here. So this is just pure happiness. Really nice to see the cups in the heart or the feelings portion of this situation reading. And for the purposes of today's reading, the Death card will always be the situation. So this would be a massive transformation in how happy you are, total completion in your heart space, your emotional wealth, right? So you have this stability and hard work here in your thought process, and I think it could be centered around, or there could be a transformation here around how you feel about it. And it could be where this balance issue is coming into play. You know, closing one door and opening a new one just keeps coming to mind here, but it's a really big deal for you. So it could be an actual job, a relationship, etc. But your heart is really in it. It could be very positive, and it could be your social status ends in you are confirming something. Remember, Scorpio is 8th house energy. That's sex, death, and rebirth. But this is also the transformative stage of beyond partnership and before the wisdom, the philosophy of life. So this is where we generate, you know, this is the reproduction cycle in the astrology wheel. So you get to, there's a death of something. Yes, it could be singlehood. And then there's this partnership where you create new life, right? There's a new world. There's something that comes around. And again, with the Death card, it's not going to be sudden. This is going to be something that you've probably been aware of or has been going on for quite some time. But here in your cups, really gorgeous energy. This is water energy as well. So really deep emotion. So you could feel like you're getting some stability around this area. Finally, or you're making this truly important for yourself to be stable and to pick something. And if I didn't already say, it could literally just be input, output in terms of money, actual cash, if not investments. All right, what is the most probable outcome for this situation? Wow, okay, so 2 4s and the Devil. So we have some toxicity showing up here. We have obsession, this is addictions, this is, you know, just lusty energy if it's not actual work related. If this is in your 10th house, which it definitely is ruled by, it's a Capricorn ruled card, or if you're dealing with a Capricorn, that this could be a transformation around those areas of your life. And and the 2 cards next to it being the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups. This is holding on. This is a miserly energy. And the 4 of Cups is this sort of boredom energy. Not seeing what's right in front of you, for example. So there could just be some past clinging here. It's really small beans when it comes to this larger energy here. So it could just be the holding on and the not wanting to let go It also might just be shaking up foundations, and there's a foundational element here as well, and that could be part of the clinging. Could literally be addictions of some sort. There are all sorts. And to a way of life, right? And to the way you feel about something. Very, very interesting to see the devil come out in the most probable outcome energy, though. Let's see what's going on for external. We'll have internal. Wow, and there's the Tower after all. Okay, so I just think, and we're going to look at overall energy here in a moment, but it does explain a little bit, because there's something that is feeling like a big deal here. And there is something that could mean an end to a way of living, even though, you know, your heart could be attached to something, a transformation. I think there could just be this clinging phase to something that, where you know it, you already know, with the Two of Pentacles showing up in the thoughts around the Queen, right? There's this sense of, it's kind of like the, you know, if this were the situation and not an actual investment or health situation, this would kind of look like the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other, cartoon sort of situation. And that's where I sort of feel this stuck energy here. It probably feels really powerful, or there's going to be a major temptation here, but you could feel mad about it, and it could make all the difference because your heart's in the right place. And there's a focus now from the heart, as opposed to where the swords were showing up in the heart space here. There was overthinking. So intuitively, I think there's a leveling up. Let's look at outside influence. So we have a knight here showing up in the center, looking right at the Eight of Wands, and then the perplexing Seven of Cups to the far right. This is incoming, fast, positive messages, any area of your life, but generally if this is a love reading for you, this would be a lot of suitors or a lot of attention. And then you have it facing this Gemini-ruled knight. He's argumentative. This is younger energy. This could just be any air male sign, but or air sign male, I should say. But this guy is perplexed. There's someone who's perplexed about options. There's some doubt here. There's a lot of fantasy here, and they could, or you could, or this could be in your environment where these fast messages just could be confusing at this time. And I think it's so interesting seeing these two in the same reading. I rarely ever see death and the devil showing up. Now we have the Tower here and internal feelings. So definitely a lot is going on. I mean, next to these, a lot is going on internally for sure. And we'll look at these in a second. But I do find it fascinating, these showing up in the same reading. I just don't see that a lot. So that's why I really want to take time here to look at this. Because remember, with major arcana energy, we're dealing with something that by and large is implicit. It's not something we're affecting or can affect where it comes to the lower minor arcana, as it were. That this could be more impactful, and it could have to do with, as we see here, with larger societies, for example. So, and the devil just being such a force. Again, if you're dealing with an actual Capricorn and a Scorpio and say Mars energy, there still could be some, it could feel like something is exploding within you here when we see this internal energy. But I think it's serving you. This is the interesting thing because of where the Ten of Cups is showing up. I think by being your best friend right now and having your own back and seeing through your own vision, I just feel a lot of the outside energy here, the external influences, or what could be happening around you in terms of this reading here. It just looks like a lot of people, it's just chaotic. And nobody really has their mind made up, and it's not convincing. So I would hold on to what's in your heart as well and focus on what you want, and don't let temptation take over. And today could be the day that, something does collapse. These nightmares do collapse, or there's something, what do they say? Like self-actualization. I mean, really, with the Death card showing up as the situation for the day, it's just a lot of power. No matter how you slice it. So, and then with this showing up internally, 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and the Tower. So this is a total collapse of something that wasn't working. So it's like your fears can be put to rest here. The broken heart. There's a total collapse of that, or it has shattered you, or it is shattering you. But I feel here that this can finally be put to rest, where you can finally put these sleepless nights to rest, this broken heart, and this new beginning has to come around, because these are shattering together. That total, that's almost like torment, right? The 9 of Swords, and 3 of Swords is just what totally breaks your heart. So, and I find the 3 of Swords here, especially next to the 9 of Swords, this is something that it's so deep and significant to you, and no one else could ever know. It's like, I consider the 3 of Swords to be like, everyone has their own 3 significant traumas in their life, and they're just unique to them, and everyone has their story, but like everyone has, I would say, 3 of them, right? And for some reason, this is just like the final one. This is, this is the one, or it's one of the stories that is just going to change you. This alters you, okay? So that's why I'm being a little bit careful with this reading, because this is really intense. And it doesn't have to be bad, is what I'm saying. It can be a really extremely positive situation. And I say that in addition to the overall energy, which is significant. We have the High Priestess overlooking the entire reading here. So we have another major arcana. We have moon energy. The High Priestess with the Ace of Pentacles. So new life, a brand new life, a new existence, a new offer. This could be a job, home, car, career, person. This could be a literal gift. But here with the High Priestess is implicit. We have the 2 poles, right? There's this, that it's a decision maybe has to be made. One of 2 things has to be situated here. Possibly around finance, but probably rather around finance, body, investments, home and comfort, just income in general. So it's almost like there's a mystery here. So where is this coming from? Where is this new life, this new physical situation coming from? Pentacles speaks to, and this is what's on your mind here, right? And it's almost like this is a mystery to you, but the reason why I find it so impactful in today's reading especially is that, and because I feel like you really overcome here, like this whole transformation is all about the mystery. It's almost like letting go. It's the ultimate, I would say, faith, but it's not a blind faith. It's like you can feel it, and something is just so much bigger and so much better, and you're becoming a better person, even if it hasn't been easy. But you might be able to, and we saw the magician yesterday, you might be able to finally know what it takes, or have walked through that fire, or been to, you know, those caves, wherever you need to go to find out what it is that death. It could be an ego death for all I know, right? I don't know. This is just a general reading, you know, apply it to any part of your life that it fits. But even if it's an ego death, it's still this fantastic outcome because of this, the most luxurious heart space. So this is quite glorious. I love seeing this for you, collective. Congratulations if you've been doing inner work, particularly if you've been really fighting something. And it could just be old habits. It could be, you know, addicted to whatever it is, right? Just old habits. But I think just keep being gentle with yourself, and I think that you are going to be rewarded something here that you really wanted, that you really planned for yourself. You just had to make a decision, and keep having that faith in the mystery, in the divine, because that's where you're going to achieve the most manifestation. So that is everything I have for this reading. That was a very cool reading today, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I hope it was helpful to someone out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.